Hello, Angie here, and today I'm talking about my testimony. But I'll just get started. I grew up in a Christian home, and I really hated going to church because, it was boring to me. I like kid church, but, once it became, I was 13, I had to go to adult church, it was boring, and I didn't find an interest in it. I really didn't care. I kept telling my parents, when I turned 18, I'm not going to church anymore. Well, I did. I got in a toxic relationship when I was 17 till I was 18, and they would tell me that there was no God, that what I believed was funny and stupid, and I believed them. I started rebelling against my parents and started refusing to go to church, refusing to do everything. That's when my mental health went downhill. I had mental health problems my whole life, but that's when I started, hearing voices. I heard voices, a little bit when I was, 16, but once I turned 18, that's when it hit really bad, and I started seeing things. But, I ran away from God because I thought the world could help me, when they can't. The world cannot help me. And, I just kept running and running, and my mental health kept getting worse and worse. And I was at the point where I was doing drugs, and I was miserable. I looked for an answer in the world, and yeah, I was in the hospital, every week at that point, because I kept hearing voices, and I kept seeing things, and it was bad. I just lived that lifestyle for a while, from when I was 17 till I was about 20. When I was 20, I was put into this toxic, mentally abusive group home, which I put myself there, so it's not like I was forced to go, but I felt like I didn't want to go, but I think it was best for me. So I was there for 9 months, and I'll put a whole story about that out. But my mental health just got worse and worse. When you're being mentally abused, your mental health gets worse. And I impulsively moved out of there because I was just done. I was done being treated like I was nothing. I was done feeling like my life had no worth. So I impulsively moved out and moved in with my best friend. And at the time, I was a lesbian. My girlfriend was living there at the time, and I would do drugs with her, and I just was running away from God. I felt I just felt alone a lot, and I felt like God wasn't there, and that He wasn't trying to have a relationship with me, which in honesty, He's always there. Yeah, but so I moved in with her. This was about 2018. Then, a couple weeks later, me and her broke up, and I really felt really depressed. So I moved back in with my grandma and my mom. And it started out, I wanted to learn more about God because I was lost. So I started doing devotions with my grandma, and we do one every day. And I was okay, and then I made a stupid decision back in it was August 2018 to go back to the day program, not the group home, but the day program my group home went to. And that's where my ex-girlfriend was. So we decided to get back together, and it was okay. I don't hate her or anything. It's okay. And then I started doing prescription drugs in 2018. it was medication I was prescribed, but we did that, and then we stopped talking about, let's say, like October 2018. That's when I started going to this prayer group thing with my grandma, and I was so lost when I started there. I felt so alone. Like, I felt like nobody was listening to me, and I was just not even living. I was just like existing. Like, I wasn't even surviving. Like, it was horrible. But I started going there, and then we went every week, so I started feeling a little better. And about 2019, I was in and out of the hospital again because of the voices and feeling suicidal. Like, I was in like every other month or every month, depends what was going on. But like, I believed in God then, and I knew, like, I had a relationship with Jesus, but I didn't know what was holding me back from just like go hard on surrendering. So I just kept going to the hospital as an escape to deal with what's really going on, which was like my aloneness and my fear. I had a lot of fear. And 2019, about September, which was about almost 9 months ago, I decided that I didn't want to be in the hospital anymore. I was like, I'm sorry, but like I told myself, like, I don't want this anymore. I'm sick of living this life. I don't want it. And I fully surrendered to God. Fully surrendered. I started smiling more. I started being more, like, I had joy. It wasn't just happiness. I had joy. And I wanted to be around people. I wanted to know Jesus more because he fixed my life. And that was like 9 months ago, and I'm so much, I'm happier. It's slowly gotten happier. In the beginning, it was hard. But now, like, I don't know what I would be without God. He has helped me so much. I would not be out of the hospital, and I would not be living this awesome life. Like, I am so on fire for God. Like, I know I'm going to be completely healed. And people don't believe being healed by mental illness, but I know I'll be completely healed. And a side note, that God did deliver me from homosexuality, which that would be a whole nother video, but I am not like that anymore. I'm living my life for God, and I used to rush relationships, like, oh, well, let's get a relationship, and now it's like, I don't want a relationship unless it's what God wants. I don't. I want to please God. And like, in the past, like, when I was running from God and all, I did some stuff and fell into the world's temptations, and like, I feel horrible. Like, not horrible, I know, like, God forgives, and that was my past, but I see all these things of people like waiting till marriage and all that, and it's like, I feel so bad because, like, I wish I did. I wish I would have, but you know, I'm forgiven from it, and I am waiting now. So pretty much my testimony is just telling people that God can transform your life. Being a Christian isn't boring. Being a Christian isn't a bunch of rules. It's like, when you become a Christian, you can't live the same lifestyle you've been living not a Christian. God will transform your life, and you will transform, like, not transform, but like, you will make better decisions, and you'll want your life to be different. You can't live the same lifestyle. You just can't. And like, like I am on fire. I love God so much. I love Jesus. Like, I really don't think I'd be at this point if it wasn't for the full surrender. Haven't been in the hospital since. Haven't self-harmed since. Haven't, like, I still hear voices sometimes, but they're not bad like they used to. But I do believe one day I will be healed completely from this. I also was, like, very, like, very shy when I, like, became, like, I was shy as a kid, but, like, once I became a Christian again, I felt like everybody at my church was judging me. They probably weren't, but, like, my mind just tells me that sometimes. But now that I'm actually, like, on fire for God, like, I can talk to people at church and have conversations with people and not feel like I'm being judged. Like, I feel amazing, and I love going to church. Like, I love it. Like, this whole social distancing thing's not fun, but at least my church is open. At least I can worship God. I want to get more involved with the church. I don't know how to explain, like, my church, like, I love my church, but, like, just feel like I need something more. Like, I want to be a part of, like, the ministry and part of the team. I want to live my life fully Jesus Christ. And I just want to give and help people and not just sit here. Like, I'm making YouTube videos to help people. I'm not doing it. Like, I started out as fun, but, like, I feel led to spread the gospel on this YouTube channel. I am going to be making mental health videos and makeup videos, but my main goal is to show people that Jesus is amazing and that Jesus can save you. All I gotta say is that that's my testimony. Jesus saved me from a dark, dark place, and I'm not, like, I'm a whole different person. Like, I'm a different person than I was 9 months ago. I am so much happier. I'm so much, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, have so much energy. When I was depressed and all, I had no energy. Like, I didn't want to do anything. I was really becoming a lazy person. But now, like, I feel like it's crazy because I'm writing a book right now, and, like, it's about my testimony and about my life. And I just feel, like, on fire. Like, it's amazing. Like, I really feel led to share the gospel and, like, speak to people that feel alone, feel like there's nothing there for them. Like, there's a purpose for everyone. I didn't believe it. I did not believe it. I felt so alone, and I felt so lost. I felt like I had no purpose, that, like, I was just put on this earth for nothing. But that is a lie from the devil. The devil is a liar. Because if it was not, like, if I kept, like, living that lifestyle, I would not be where I am today. I would probably still be in and out of the hospital, still regretting being alive. But I like being alive. Like, I'm ready to serve God. I'm already on fire for Him. Like, He can transform your life. He can make what's old new. He's healing. Like, He will heal you. Like, I don't know how, I'm like, my words are jumbled up because I have so much to say. Like, I just feel like I want to get more involved and I want to help people. I need to find that church. Being not able to drive is hard because I can't go find another church to go to. But I just want to be more involved in the church and more involved in the ministry and all. But that's my part 1 testimony. Just want to come on here and tell y'all a little bit. Part 2 come out next week, with full detail about other stuff. But yeah, thank you for watching. Bye!